What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got new Digimon to talk about. I know, right? We've looked at Ultimate Power as a set as a whole, told you about the new keywords, new colours, etc. In the previous video, we looked at all the level 6s, because why would we not be looking at all the level 6s? So now it's time to look at all of the non-level 6s. Our translations, of course, come from the lovely Jason Snowjacks over on the Facebook group. Such a lovely dude providing these translations, way more than we deserve. And seriously, not every group has admins this awesome. Thank your admins. Unless I suppose they're not awesome. Most of them are. So starting off, we might as well have a little bit of a look at Impmon. Now, Impmon's a weird one. We got free cost to play normally, 0 cost to evolve, standard for a level 3, 1,000 power. Now, 1,000 power is extremely low, and usually it indicates that there is a good skill that necessitates having a low power. There is. When it is destroyed or deleted, you discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. Oh. Now this is where your 1,000 power comes in handy. You can attack any resting Digimon whatsoever and you will definitely be destroyed, because there is anything weaker than 1,000 power isn't on the board because it's got 0 power and gets deleted. Sorry. And that means you can if your opponent's got a resting Digimon, you can destroy this. If you attack the security stack, you either will be destroyed, or your opponent flips an optional tamer card, and then you can try it next turn. And remember, one of the win conditions in the Digimon TCG is that if your opponent is unable to draw a card during the draw card phase, they lose the game. So play 4 Impmon. That gets rid of 12 of their 50 cards in their deck, just from your 4 Impmon. And 12 out of 50 cards is a significant percentage. That's 24%, exactly. So, yeah. This is something you probably need to bear in mind. We haven't seen mill decks yet. Impmon could be the thing that brings mill decks into the Digimon TCG. Now, unfortunately, that's the only purple card we hadn't talked about, but there are a couple of black cards we've yet to mention. We've got Keramon. Now, Keramon here, and again, apologies for my pronunciations. If I'm getting any of them wrong, please do correct me. Free cost to play normally, 0 cost to evolve, standard for a level 3. 2,000 power is low, but not embarrassingly so. And it's got an inheritable skill. And I love this inheritable skill. When a Digimon with the same name as this card is played, draw 1. Nice. Now, drawing 1 is really, really good. There is a question here as to whether this includes evolving, because play and evolve are very different when it comes to play and evolve skills, but does evolving a card count as playing it for the purposes of this skill? I'm worried that it won't. If it does, it makes the skill way better. But even if nothing else, if you can play, multiple level 4s, all with the same name, then you draw a card every time you play one down. This can add up very, very quickly. We've already seen cards like Gabumon show us quite how good draw can be in this game. And this seems like a really good opportunity for Black to have a pretty good draw engine. This is one you really need to keep an eye on. Drawing extra cards is good. Now moving into Andromon here, we've got a level 5, 7 cost to play normally, 3 cost to evolve, 7,000 power. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. That'll do. But we've got a non-inheritable skill. It's blocker. And actually, this is where we start getting pretty excited. Because, of course, when we look at blockers so far, we've had Monmon, a 1,000 power blocker, and then the only other native blockers, i.e. that aren't given it by an option card, are the ones like Woodmon, for instance, whereby we got 6,000 power. So this is the most powerful blocker we've seen so far. And 1,000 power can make all the difference. Now, Black is going to need some blockers. Black and purple are new colours in this set. They are going to need some blockers. Good news. This is a blocker to bring in for black decks, and it is more powerful than any others. As a side note, it is worth mentioning, if we compare this side by side with something like Woodmon, yes, it's more expensive both to play and to evolve, but you don't lose 2 memory when attacking, and you've got more power. So, I think that's something to keep an eye on. Now, Geo Greymon is coming in yellow. Remember yesterday I showed you a yellow Agamon, which is all, it's weird, right? It's weird. I cannot be the only one that thinks this is a bit weird. I know it fits with the anime, boo, hiss, etc. I'm used to Agamon being red, alright? We've had so many red Agamon already. And what we see here is a level 4 cost to play normally, 2 cost to evolve, 4,000 power. On the weaker side-ish, but that's about fine. There's nothing terrible going on here. When you have 3 or more yellow tamers, you gain, when you attack, remove 2,000 power from one of your opponent's Digimon. Oh, cool. That's half of Seraphimon. Seraphimon, when you attack, you lower one of your opponent's Digimon by 4,000 power. This is half of that. It's 2,000 power, but it's on a level 4 rather than a level 6. It is also worth mentioning you've got to have 3 or more yellow tamers down. We're seeing lots of that, incidentally, in this set. Lots of if you've got tamers down, so we're getting really good skills that reward you for having lots of tamers down. If you're not going to have multiple tamers out, there's no point even playing this card. But if you are, it's just one more thing yellow have got to lower DP, and that's something that yellow do a lot, right? Yellow lower DP a lot. It's kind of their thing, so it's really kind of cool that this is coming along and helping you do so. Go team! Also remember that the yellow Agamon draws 1 when you attack, if you've got 3 or more yellow tamers as an inheritable skill. So if you evolve from both of these, you attack with 3 yellow tamers out, you draw a card and lower your opponent's DP, or one of them, by 2,000. That's a nice little combo we've got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. That sounds good to me. Now, over in red, now I've had to use Google Translate myself a little bit for this, so my apologies if any of this is slightly wrong, but I feel pretty good. We've got Mega Growlmon coming in here, and we've got a level 3 cost to play normally, 0 cost to evolve, 3,000 power is pretty much the standard stat line for a level 3. And it's got an inheritable skill whereby if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their trash, you gain 1,000 power. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it is extremely reminiscent of the starter deck Agamon that just gives you 1,000 power. I'd generally rather use that. Okay, this has 1,000 more power normally, but that's rarely going to be relevant. If by some miracle I've mistranslated it and it's +1 for each 5 cards in their trash, it's over the top brokenly awesome good, but no. And then we move up the evolution line with War Growlmon, and you get a level 5, 8 cost to play normally, 3 cost to evolve, 8,000 power. Again, that's pretty much what we expect from a level 5, but still, 8,000 power is pretty beefy. And then we've got a skill that comes in. When you evolve, you destroy one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 or less power. So another one of these skills we've been told to expect with red Digimon in this set, whereby, hey, look, I've evolved, boom, instant KO on a Digimon, or instant deletion to use the parlance of the game. This is going to help, ladies and gentlemen. This is really going to help. And it's got the same inheritable skill. If your opponent's got 5 or more cards in the trash, you get plus 1,000 power. But bearing in mind, you evolve up through the ranks here, and you end up with an extra 2,000 power, and now this is looking pretty gosh darned good. And then finishing off over in blue, we've got the Veedramon line. Now, Veedramon itself, we're talking 5,000 power, 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to evolve. Yeah, I have very little to say about that. But it has a non-inheritable skill, whereas if you got a blue tamer, you gain jamming, which is brilliant. Jamming, for those that may have forgotten, says that if you attack the security stack and a Digimon is revealed with higher power such that it should KO you, you don't get KO'd, you survive. That's awesome. That's really good. It means you can attack the security stack, and the absolute worst case scenario is your opponent gets to use an option card or play a tamer for free, which I think will probably be alright. Fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. And then we've got Air Vidramon, which has an inheritable skill. We're not so sure on the non-inheritable skill, although if we get it, I'm going to add it in right now. So yeah, the non-inheritable skill, we do have a nice clear scan. Sorry for the jump and weird audio here. But a non-inheritable skill, when you have a blue tamer, put one of your blue Digimon to active when you evolve. Now, we've talked time and time again in videos on this channel that as far as I'm concerned, making a Digimon active again is just about the best skill you can have. You get to use them again, you get to do more fun stuff, and the awesome thing here is it's not this Digimon that you make active, though you're welcome to if you wish. It is any Digimon that you make active. So something like Metal Garurumon from New Evolution, that when you attack you get to deploy, you get to play an evolution source from under it as its own card without paying the cost. Extremely powerful skill. Well, if you make it active again in the middle of your turn, you get to do that again. That's pretty good. I wonder if I added that in. Time will tell. But we've got an inheritable skill that says when this card is put to active during the main phase, you gain that same jamming skill. Now, bearing in mind we did look at Ultra Force Vidramon in a video yesterday, whereby when your blue tamer is put to rest, and we got really good ones like the promo that will do this, you put this Digimon to active. Oh. So now, not only can you make Ultra Force Vidramon active multiple times during your turn, remember the promo one, it's literally just if you've got a Digimon with Vidramon in its name, you can put this to rest, and then either draw a card or one of your Digimon gets an extra 1,000 power. It is not limited to once during your turn, so you can make multiple of them go to rest and get multiple abilities. And then every time you do that, Ultra Force Vidramon goes active, and you've constantly got Jammer because of this inheritable skill. So not only are you constantly making yourself active, you are guaranteeing that you're not going to go down to any security cards. Although technically it only kicks in the first time you make yourself active during the main phase. So I suppose the first time you could hit a security card and go down. But after that, not happening. This is brilliant! I am starting to look at this Vidramon line and going, oh my goodness, that's my deck. And before we finish here, we do actually need to add in a couple of green cards. You see, between recording the beginning of this video and doing the old editing malarkey, we have got nice clear images of some green cards. Although they're Algamon. We've actually got 3 Algamon, including the level 6 we looked at the other day. Now, the level 4 Algamon, what we've got is a 6 cost to play normally, 2 cost to evolve, 5,000 power, and it's got Absorb Evolution -2, which is to say when you evolve a Digimon into this card from your hand, you may put one of your Digimon to rest and remove 2 from the evolution cost, i.e. you can evolve it for free. And that's ridiculous, right? That is like genuinely silly ridiculous. Remember, Digimon that you play this turn are not able to attack, but they're still in active mode. Which means you presumably, and I'd like to see an official ruling on this, you could presumably play a Digimon down that you couldn't attack with anyway, and then rest them so you could evolve this for nothing. Which is a little bit silly. It's not a phenomenal card in and of itself, but what this basically does is it lets you evolve up significantly faster. Similarly, the level 5 Algamon here comes in with Absorb Evolution -3. 8 cost to play normally, 3 cost to evolve, 6,000 power. But when you evolve, you can put a Digimon to rest, and instead of costing 3 to evolve, it costs nothing to evolve. So here you've gotten all the way from a level 3 up to a level 5 without paying a single memory to evolve. Now you have had to put 2 of your Digimon to rest, and that's something you've got to deal with, but it means that the evolution can be significantly faster and significantly cheaper than you would be looking at with other evolution lines. Now, for what it's worth, the level 6 Algamon is a 5 cost to evolve, and it's got Absorb Evolution -3, so essentially you can get all the way from a level 3 up to a level 6, paying a total of 2 memory, if you are willing to rest free of your Digimon. Going back to the level 5 Algamon, what we see here is an inheritable skill. When you attack, play a level 3 green Digimon from your hand in rest mode without paying its cost. That is ridiculous. We're already evolving up significantly more easily and cheaply and quickly than we should be able to. You're now telling me I can play extra Digimon without paying? Bearing in mind, I can evolve from a level 3 to a 5 without paying. Now you're telling me I can play a level 3 without paying as well? Okay, fine, I'm going to have to rest a bunch of Digimon, but this can help you swarm like nothing else. I'm kind of hyped, ladies and gentlemen, I'm kind of hyped. But I'd like to know what you think. We've gone through all the new cards now that we've seen from that magazine from Ultimate Power. Now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And unless I delete this later, we haven't gone through the green. I'm sorry, we do not have a good look at the green. They are just blurry. Fingers crossed we get them later. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, all kinds of good stuff. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.